This next work order is about a faucet that I believe the batteries have died, so there's no flow. That is one of the causes, but let's jump in and take a look and see if they're right. Well, I brought a few tools in that should help me, and I brought in some AA batteries. If it happens to need C batteries, I'm going to be out of luck and have to make a trip to the store. Let's find out. This is the restroom with the out of order sign. Water's working now. Try soap. Try the water again. So, soap dispenser empty. Yeah. But the problem was, I think that's the battery pack there. But I am here, so I guess I will test the batteries and change them anyways. Hopefully those are D batteries in there. Let's open it up and find out. Basically, I'm here snooping around. That water should have shut off. That is a sign of a low battery when the solenoid won't close. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and test those batteries and likely change them out. D's, I do have D's. Run to the truck and grab them. Grab my voltmeter too, just to confirm. All batteries are pretty much 1.5 volts. Standard batteries. Yeah. Alright, let's test some of these existing batteries. Let's test the existing batteries. Put that up there. It's going to lead down the negative. It's going to lead on the positive. Supposed to have 1.5. And let's see. I'm getting 0. Can't beat 0, can it? Looks like I'm at volts AC. Let's get out of there. Let's go volts DC since that's where I'm at. Put a lead there. Put a lead there. 1.45. Yeah, it's a bit low. Usually these 1.5 volt batteries, when they're new, you'll get close to 1.6. So strange things start happening when the voltage drops, like we're having. All right, so we'll get rid of those. And well, I'll call it a new pack in the package, but these have been in my van for quite a while, so it behooves me to test them. And I'm looking for close to 1.6. 1.58. That's good. Alright, I'm not going to test the rest of the batteries. Assume they're all about the same package, same lot number, blah blah blah. Alright, let's load this up. Yeah, the water still hasn't shut off, and there's no battery pack in it. So like I said, that is a symptom of low charge on batteries on these Touchless faucets. Let's make sure you got it incorrectly. Negative to negative, positive to positive. Screw. This is kind of new to me. I see the contacts are here. I see the red wire. Looks like a positive. I see the contact here, the black wire. So once it makes a connection, the water shouldn't stop. Let's let it do its thing here for a second, see if the water shuts off. There's a little microprocessor in there somewhere. Alright, water's still running. So my hand in front of the sensor. Wherever it may be. Alright, let's see if we get this thing reset. Let's go ahead and disconnect power pack here. Wait a little bit. Go ahead and plug it back in. Wonderful. Well, I'm glad I'm recording. It's more than a simple battery replacement. So I'm gonna go back to the truck and get my tool because he has a keyless angle stops. And I need to shut off the water before I continue. Okay, I think I jumped the gun. I think I just replaced the batteries on the soap dispenser module. And that's why I'm not getting any reaction that I needed to. I just pulled off this Sloan cover for our touchless faucet here. And I see the solenoid here, and I'm thinking this is a battery pack in here. I'm debating I should shut the water off first. Yeah, I shouldn't debate. And Miles here, just checking in with the receptionist. She goes, "Oh, you got my work order?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she did the one of those, "While you're here, there's some other faucets where the pressure's not right. Can you take care of that?" Or I said, "Yeah, I'll take a look." Okay, so you heard the water stop. That's good. All right, here, let's see how we get this pulled off. Squeeze in. There's my answer. Double A's. I brought those in. All right, we'll change those after we test it. Just pop them out. Interesting. Yeah, looks like this little post, this little post here just wiggles around a little bit. Definitely do not want to break it. All right. test. Looking for 1.5. Let's turn this on, DC. Get your red on positive. Get back into view. 1.49, that's good. Interesting. That is good. We may have another issue. Get on backwards, that's why it shows negative 1.49. These batteries are good. They're good in my world. 1.5 is what's rated at. I'm getting 1.49. Another 1.49. Maybe it just needed to be reset. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna test it when I'm done. And here's the new batteries. What do we get here? .6. Well, let's do it again. I'm having a hard time placing these leads and holding them with everything wiggly and jiggly. Yeah. Oops, now my hand's in 1.6. Let's go ahead and pop them in. Oh, here's another part, could be a problem too. See the contacts down there? I don't know if you can or not. They're a little bit rusty. That could be an issue too. And that copper down there, tin, is very thin. So cleaning it up, it's not the best. You usually got to replace something like this. But let's give this a whirl. Let's give it a try. The orientation here. All right, it's in. Turn the water on. Okay, the water's on. The faucet sunlight valve appears to be closed. Because the water's not running. Let's pop up to the basin. Let's stick my hand in here. Nothing. I got a green light. Go ahead and press that. I have no idea what it does. I'm gonna give it some time to do its thing. See if it's sensing the basin, its surroundings. Maybe wait for a beep. Looks like the sensor is sensing. I see there we go. See how it takes time? I think we're good now. In its simplicity, it was just a battery change. Once I got on the right unit, I'll leave all the bloopers in my videos. Yeah, water's tempered and everything. And shuts off. Okay, I'm just gonna throw this housing back on. There. My viewers are viewing from the right side, I'm viewing from the left side. Alright, the struggle continues. Okay, that goes in there, but now I gotta get the wire in the right place. Don't want to pitch in it. How's that? I think that's pretty good. Nice long screw here. That's at least a 4-incher. All right. Test it one more time. Move on to the next. Ta-da. And that's that. Okay, so that was a bit interesting. Seeing something for the first time. So the other thing she wants me to take a look at is the 2 other restrooms, faucets. The water just sprays out the water spout like a pressure washer. It's probably just build up on that laminar flow aerator. So I'll just take a brush. Maybe I'll film just one of those real quick, and then I'll be on my way to another location. If you found it interesting, go ahead and hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, here's an example of the spray that's going on. See how just hard stream hits hard, splashes out. Not very comfortable on the hands. Let's try to tone it down a little bit. Go ahead and shut down the water. Let's see if I can cheat a little bit by not removing it and just cleaning up these little orifices. Wire brush. Let's see how it sprays. It's a little better. So those top ones, come on, sensor. Yeah, and more of a, less of a pressure washer effect. I'll work on a little bit more of those top ones. Let's see. See that crowd up there? I'm gonna try to remove that. All right, we'll do another test. Yeah, that'll work. Now it's not spraying out of the basin. Yeah, that's good. All right, I like Okay, I'll do it to the next one. All right, I took a look at the next work order, and it's about 10 minutes away. And the work order says that the urinal flush handle doesn't work. So we'll see what's going on with that in the employee restroom. By the way, my name is Tom. I'm a facilities maintenance technician, and I've been doing this for about 32 years. Welcome to my channel, or if you've already seen it once, welcome back. Okay, I arrived and I was pointing out that this is the problem here with this restroom. So let's take a look at it. Work order did say urinal handle, but you can never really believe anything. Any of the comments they write down on the work orders. So this restroom only has a toilet, and they said the handle doesn't work. Yeah. Probably the handle works, but what's not working is the diaphragm in here. So we'll go ahead and turn off the water, hit the control stop, and then we'll open up the valve body. This is the outer cap. There'll be an inner cap, and pull out the diaphragm and inspect it. If it's old and falling apart, worn out, I'll just immediately replace it, put a new diaphragm in, and test its operation and see if we restored the flush. Okay, what I like to do is pop off the cap on the control stop for the water. Typically what I do is take a big screwdriver. That was super easy. Okay. Now I'll turn off the water. Need a smaller screwdriver. Flat. It's a little too large for that. Alright, it's just a flat, there's a slotted part on this manual control stop valve. So what I'm gonna do is push it in hard, and I want to turn it clockwise till it closes. Appears the water is off. So I will move gingerly. When I open this, if it starts spraying out, I'll close it back up. And then we'll go another route. Everything here is kind of janky. I don't know who's been working on this before, but makes me think I need to be extra careful how this has been put back together. You can see down here where the spud connection is. Hopefully, yeah. This ring is supposed to be under this nut, and it's on top. So this is what leads me to believe I need to be extra careful. What's going on here? Alright, I'm going to take off the outer cover. This is a Sloan flushometer. There should be an inner cover to remove. There it is. This just sits on here. Should have put a towel down there, but it's okay. Next is the diaphragm. It's a green one, which means low flow consumption. I should have this on the truck. I can tell that it's pretty worn. It's gonna get replaced. Let's see if it comes out in one piece. No, it does not. It's actually broke. I don't want to get my fingers on there unless I'm going to have black fingers all day long. some paper towels. So there's another plastic part that should be on here that is not. So this is going in the garbage. And now I need to retrieve the other part that's down in there. I think I'll give you a better view. So this is the top. This is the lower part of the valve body. This is the seat that the diaphragm sits on. But what we're trying to do now is remove this rest of this diaphragm that's in here. See that moving around? That's broke. That should be attached to the diaphragm. Nothing that unusual. I've seen these bust before. Should be able to grab that with my fingers now if it doesn't fall back down. There we go. So that's the rest of it. So when I pull out the new one, I gotta go to my truck and pull it out. You'll see how the diaphragm is supposed to be all connected together. And I like to look down there. Make sure there isn't anything else down there in the way. I don't see anything. So I'll toss this out too. And I shall be back. I'm gonna take a walk to the truck. I'm back into my van. I got some shelving, and I do carry Sloan parts with me. Some Zern plumbing too. And I'm gonna look for an appropriate diaphragm for this unit I'm working on. Let's see. Here's a water closet, flush needle repair kit. 1.6 gallons per flush. Low consumption. Like I said, the low consumption ones have a valve, green valve stem on them. Nope, it didn't come out with it. It was upside down in the box. Here it is. Like I said. All right, we'll head on back and drop this in. Test its operation. I'm not very good with one hand, especially the left hand. And see if we're all good. It's a hot, beautiful day in the Chicagoland area. Questions or comments? Put them down below and I'll answer them. If you want to know how a diaphragm actually works in a Sloan flush meter, I can certainly make a video on that itself. All right, back to the repair. So I removed the old diaphragm, got the new one. Just drop it in like it says on the box. I'll put the inner cover on and then the outer cover. Go ahead and tighten it up. Go ahead and turn the water on the control stop slowly. In case it starts squirting water all over, you shut it off right away. I'll also leave my screwdriver on the control stop in case I need to shut the water off at any point during the process. Water should run for a while, and it should stop once the valve body fills up. Just like that. That's a good sign. Alright, like I said, I leave my screwdriver on the control stop and go ahead and test flush. don't see any leaks. One more time. And that is that. That work order is completed. So that was just a diaphragm replacement. On to the next one. It's my next stop, and this work order is to be installing a door stop of some sort. So I am going to go in there and talk to the requester, and supposedly they have the door stop. They're going to show me what door needs to be put on.
No more bending. Over.
Well, that was easy peasy. All right, next work order is a couple ceiling tiles need to be put back in place and a couple entrances. That's it. Okay, what we got here is a building space pressure problem. So the building space pressure is negative compared to the outside. Let me show you. This is pretty cool when it happens though. Opening the door, there we go. And close the door. And there we go. That's a building space pressure issue. What to do about it? I know what to do. There's rooftop units up there, and evidently their minimum positions on their outdoor air dampers is not open enough because we're exhausting more air out the building than we're putting into the building. And it's a hot mother today. But I think I'll go up there and see what I can do. Me is the rooftop unit for that suite with the air pressure problem. Down there I can see the power exhaust is running. So maybe it's just a setting that needs to be changed, because it's definitely pulling a lot of air out of this building. Let's take a look. This is a Dakin Rebel, I believe. Here's my power exhaust. We're blowing out all kinds of air. No, you can't hear me when I do that. I'm going to open it up and look over the controller a little bit. There's a Microtech 3. I'm going to stop the camera for a little bit. See if I can sort anything out here, and then I'll come back. Okay, what I want to do is take a look on that Microtech 3. Where did I see it? This return fan, exhaust fan. I want to look what they got the building set point at. Supposed to be 0.05, so it's a little positive. So down there and check. Well, there's a storm coming, so I gotta make this quick. This has happened to me too much lately. Every time I get on a roof, it just starts raining. So the building pressure sensor is saying it's 0.13, 0.9 above the set point of 0.05. So that's why we're exhausting here. I don't have time to check right now. I think that sensor's most likely off. So let's see if I can raise it to kind of meet there and see if that power exhaust will shut down, slow down. I'm gonna bring it up there to 0.1 like it was. It'll accept that. Oh, and now it's telling me the pressure's at 0.05. But anyhow, unless it's going to command the OA to open, that supply fan should slow down to a stop. Let's take a look. See if it's ramping down. I guess I could try to look at the speed on the exhaust fan. See, the building pressure is saying again it's 0.137. It's crazy. Alright, let's see if I can get up a little higher. Set point. Let's go 1.2. Alright. Like it's sucking air out of the building. Time is limited here. Well, we're not free economizing now, so we shouldn't have a lot of OA open. I may just turn that damn thing off. So it's still saying we're over the building set point for space pressure. See if we get a reaction from the exhaust, power exhaust. Turn fan, exhaust fan capacity, 92, 89, 88. God, keep going down. Speed command is 86, 84. Alright. One thing I know about taking and controls, everything is slow. I understand that. Yep, keep sinking down. I'll turn off the video and see where we go from there. I don't want this to be forever for the viewer. I think it is working. You can look at the, I guess I'd call it barometric pressure. Barometric. There it goes. There it goes. Now we're not blowing out all that air out of the building. This should help in that vestibule. All right. Yeah, I'm thinking we got a bad transducer for the space pressure sensor. I'd like to stay up here and monitor a little bit more, but this is crazy stuff coming in. I need to get off this roof. Yep, there's the speed command. It's now at 52. Where were we at before? 70 something or whatever? Alright, I think we're good here. Good for now, at least. I mean, that space transducer, transducer for space pressure sensing should be replaced if it's found to be bad. Alright, everything's on and power exhaust is off. Now it's gonna be easier to open out the outside doors too. Wonder how long that's been going on. The HVAC here hasn't been done as really up to my standards, but I'm not in management and we have new management. They're doing the best they can. It could be better because I've been on this account for 24 years and things haven't gone rogue like they have, but times are different. This is why I gotta get off the roof. Lights are out. I'm sure the door's locked. But I want to check this vestibule after I tweak the power exhaust on that Dakin Rebel rooftop unit. Searching for the keys. And I'm heading home after this because it's gonna be tough getting home. I hear thunder and all kinds of stuff. Come on, door. How they got this locked? I got the door open and I lifted the door and we don't have any tiles popping. Sweet is good. And let's see if I feel any air coming in. Nope. Alright, go ahead and open the door again. All tiles are sitting pretty. Alright, I'm gonna lock this up and get out of here. If you found this interesting, please hit that like button. I'll see you on the next work order. Be locked.